Yajamahe Sagandim Pushtivarana Urvarukamiva Bandhana Mrityurmukshiyamamritato. Namaste. One of the temptations of the spiritual life is to think that we're doing this alone. And there are several problems with that. One of them is there's not very much that we can do alone. But it's also not as much fun or as sweet as if we're doing it with God. And worst of all, there's the temptation to take it to ourselves, to take the credit to ourselves, and just embroils us deeper in limitation. So it's very important to develop a partnership with God, even if in the very beginning it's just an affirmation of partnership. If we persist, it will become palpable over time. And that's going to be our focus for this class, is many different ways in which we can partner with God and cultivate that deeper connection that's not like a business partnership, but it is an intimate, dearest of the dear partnership. So let's come into a comfortable sitting position. Melody will assist with the class. And let's do a little bit of Nadi Shodhanam, alternate nostril breathing. Wonderful back and forth, side to side process, and feel like you're one side, God is the other, and you're just flowing back and forth as if playing a game with each other as you do this simple practice with the right hand in Vishnu Mudra, the first two fingers to the palm. Close off the right nostril, and let's inhale through the left. Let's do a count of 6. Close both nostrils so the eyes are closed, your gaze is up to the point between the eyebrows. Open right, exhale. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Inhale left. And hold. Exhale right. So continue on your own, side to side, and just feel this back and forth between you and God. Don't worry about who's who. The whole point is to merge the two into one another. This is a balancing technique, to balance you right in the center. The next time you exhale through the left nostril, let that be the conclusion of this brief practice. And then you can relax your right hand down to the lap. Just sit quietly as everyone finishes here. And your practice today, just make your practice a conversation with God. Keep God in the forefront of your awareness all the time. Ask God how to do things that are in the right way for your body on this particular day, to show you what to do. Just share your thoughts, share your opinions, share your resistance. If we do an asana that's not to your liking, just share everything with God, this partnership, this divine partnership. Let's come up to a standing position and we'll warm up the body a bit. Reminder of our longer warm-up sequence online. Encourage you to take advantage of it. All right, this next one we're going to do some squatting and warming up the legs and the arms at the same time. Make it a dance with the divine. As you inhale, bring the arms up overhead, bend the knees into a squatting position. Exhale, come back up. Inhale overhead. Exhale up. Just keep going several times here, warming legs and shoulders, but more important, dancing with the divine. 2 more. And this next one, let's hold at the bottom. Bring the hands, palms together. Hold this position and let's twist the body one way. And let's stay here for a couple breaths. And then twist the body the other way. Back to center, release the hands, inhale, sweep up, stretch tall. Exhaling, relax arms down to your sides. And let's bring the hands together, interlacing fingers behind the head. Opening up the chest and shoulders here, as well as warming the neck. Inhale, press head back into hands, opening. Exhale, release chin toward chest, and just let the weight of the arms gently stretch the back of the neck. Inhaling, lifting, opening. Exhaling, relaxing down. A couple more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward. One last time. And then release the hands, and let's straighten back up once again. Stand in Tadasana for a moment now. We're going to do Ganapatyasana, balancing pose in just a moment, but first, center your awareness at the point between the eyebrows. We're going to do a special version of this asana. Instead of having our arms out in front of us, we're going to have arms out to the side. And I encourage you to feel that God is holding your hand, both your hands, actually. As you hold the asana, just feel that this is a partnership, this asana. Let's shift the weight onto the left leg. And let's inhale. Bring arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring the right leg back and the arms out to your sides. You can go a little bit forward or a lot forward like Melody is doing. Either way, but just feel God is with you, holding you, enjoying this little practice together with you. Just enjoy that divine freedom that radiates from God's hand into yours. One more breath. And let's inhale, come back to upright, stretch tall. Exhaling, relax arms down. Close the eyes and enjoy that connection that continues even now. It's divine partnership. Let's shift the weight to the right leg now. Do the opposite side. Inhale, circling up. Exhaling, arms out to the side as the left leg comes back behind. Breath flows smoothly. And just feel God's guidance, loving hand. Silently affirm, I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. And let's inhale, reach tall. Exhaling, relax arms back down. Soften the gaze upward to the spiritual eye. Let's do Prasarita Padottanasana, wide stance, forward bend. I'll stay sideways to you here. Step the feet wide apart. And let's inhale once again, stretch tall. Exhaling, hinging at the hips, hands to thighs. Come forward with a straight spine, back of the neck is long. press into the thighs to lengthen your spine. With one last exhalation, let the hands slide down either to the floor beneath the face or out to your ankles as you wish. Allow the force of gravity to lengthen your spine, but more than that, just allow any mental concepts, any mental limitations of separateness, just let them slip away. All the burdens and obligations of daily life, let them slip away. Just feel that you're giving them to your divine friend who will take care of them, even if it's not such pleasant stuff. This is what friends do. They take that stuff away from us to help us. And certainly this is what God does. Silently affirm, I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. All right, let's bring the hands back onto the thighs, bending the knees, inhaling, pressing back up, stretching tall. Exhaling, relaxing arms down. Let's step the feet back to Tadasana. Once again, just go into that place of stillness where there's just the two of you. Keep the conversation going. Whatever comes to your mind, just say it to God. Don't just say it to yourself. Let's do Virabhadrasana 1 now. Warrior 1 pose. Step the left foot way forward, the right foot way back. Come into a lunging position. Left knee out over left ankle, all the way to horizontal if that works for you. Otherwise, just wherever it works. Let's inhale. Sweep the arms forward and up. Lifting the gaze, lifting the heart. Feel like you're lifting up into that divine partnership. It's said that when we reach one hand up to God, He reaches two down to us. Well, we're reaching two up to God, so let's hope for four. Silently affirm, I attune my will to the source of all power. I attune my will to the source of all power. And let's inhale, straighten up, step forward as you reach up. Exhaling, relax down. Let's close the eyes, lift the gaze, and feel that resonance between your will and God's will. This is the essence of friendship, is being on that same wavelength with each other. Even though each is highly individual, and that's good. Nothing wrong with that. There is an attunement. Let's do the other side of Virabhadrasana 1, stepping the left foot way back this time. Deep lunging position. Inhaling, sweeping arms up. Open chest. Open heart. Open your gaze upward. Remember, your divine friend is not up there somewhere. It's right inside of you, the nearest of the near, the dearest of the dear, as Paramahansa Yogananda used to say. Silently affirm, I attune my will to the source of all power. And let's inhale, straightening up, reaching up as we step forward. Exhaling, relax down, close the eyes, and just enjoy. All that we have is just given to us by God to act as stewards. Feel that connection, giving and receiving. Feel it, all of your practice is that giving and receiving back and forth between the two. Let's do Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Let's take a wide stance on the mat. Very powerful pose. As we do this asana, just remember, whose power is it? Don't think of it as your own. It's so limiting that way. If you think of your divine friend as pouring through you in unlimited supply, it's so much more powerful, but also sweeter. Inhale the arms out to the side, exhale into the lunging position, reaching out to the left, and then elbow to thigh or hand to floor, right arm up and over the top, in line with your spine. Keep the breath flowing. Try to feel all the energy in the body. It's just God come to you. It's not some inert force. This is divine energy pouring through you. Mentally affirm, I'm a fountain of boundless energy and power. One more breath. And let's inhale. Reach up, toes forward, exhaling. Relax arms down. Close the eyes and just enjoy that divine presence. Don't think of it as God has sent his power here for you. This is God as that power. Right here, right now, inside of you. Let's do the other side. Right leg turns out, left leg in. Let's inhale out to the sides and into the lunge and reaching to the right and elbow to thigh or hand to floor, arm up and over the top. If you don't need your eyes open for balance, close them and just feel that divine presence inside. As you silently affirm, I'm a fountain of boundless energy and power. I'm a fountain of boundless energy and power. One more breath. And inhaling, reaching up, back to upright toes forward. Exhaling, step to Tadasana. Close the eyes and just enjoy that divine presence inside of you. That power, very alive. Remember, talk with God. Just share your thoughts about what's happening right now, no matter how trivial they may seem. Helps to make that connection deeper. All right, let's come down onto the floor in a sitting position. If you like, you can sit on a cushion. We're going to do a forward bending asana, Janushirasana. Let's start with the feet spread wide. Just get a little openness through the inner thighs here for a moment. Sitting up nice and tall with a straight spine. Let's bring the right foot into the inner left thigh. Inhale, reach tall. Turn to the left leg, exhale, out forward with a straight spine. Hands just come to floor wherever they come to. Couple breaths here, lengthening the spine, opening the spine. Get as long as you can. Next exhalation, allow your body to soften down. The hands can stay beside the leg. They can, if they reach the foot, you can interlace fingers around the big toe or around the entire foot. Just let the body release with a long, open spine. It's that posture of inviting God in, of resonating with the divine, being on that wavelength as you silently affirm, left and right and all around, life's harmonies are mine. Left and right and all around, life's harmonies are mine. Let's walk the hands back in now, coming back to upright, straighten the spine, inhaling, reaching tall. Exhaling to cross-legged. Let's close the eyes, and again, just enjoy that divine presence. Talk with God. Just have back and forth. When God answers, it may not be in words. It may just be in a feeling in the body, a feeling in the heart, a feeling on an energetic level. Just keep open to all the possibilities. Let's do the other side. Let's straighten the right leg out. Left foot to the inner right thigh. Inhaling, reach tall. Turn to the right leg, exhaling, long straight spine forward. Don't worry about how far you come forward with a straight spine. Just keep it straight for a couple breaths here so that you can get as much length as possible. Get the back of the neck long. On your next exhalation, allow the body to slide down, the hands to slide forward, just wherever they reach. This is about the spine, not about where the hands reach. And more than about the spine, this is about divine partnership. Silently affirm left and right and all around. Life's harmonies are mine. Walk the hands in now, coming back to upright. Reach tall, inhaling long spine once again. Exhaling, relaxing down, come to cross-legged once more. Lift the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Sometimes the divine partnership seems one-sided. Sometimes we feel like we're the ones doing all the giving, and sometimes we think, well, gosh, we're the ones doing all the receiving. What can I give to God who already is everything? Well, just give of the heart. That's what Paramahansa Yogananda used to say. That's all God wants is your love. That's all God doesn't have is your love. So as we do Parsvakonasana now, mountain pose, let's focus on lifting heart's energy up to the spiritual eye and just offering it back to spirit. Let's inhale and sweep the arms out to the sides and up. Palms together, exhale, soften shoulders, soften elbows. Next breath, full inhalation. And as you finish the inhalation, draw the abdomen in. Lock the energy in the upper portion of the body, magnetism of the hands, attract it from above. Silently affirm, my thoughts and energy rise up to touch the sky. My thoughts and energy rise up to touch the sky. When you need to breathe, do another breath the same way. Let's hold it a little bit longer. Just finishing the inhalation, drawing the abdomen in and pushing energy up from below, attracting it from above, and offering it completely. My thoughts and energy rise up to touch the sky. And let's release the arms down, back to simple cross-legged sitting position. Close the eyes and just enjoy that freedom. When we give ourselves to God, there is a sense of freedom. Enjoy it. We're going to do a twisting asana next. Twisting asanas really help to open up the central channel of the spine, energy spine, so that we can receive more of God's life. So come on to the back side of the body. We'll do Jatara Parivartanasana. Bend the left knee, slide the foot in, and shift your hips over to the left a bit, so you're on the right buttock. Left arm out to the side, left foot to right thigh, and right hand to the left knee. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, roll on the right hip over to the side. And turn your gaze over the left arm. Just let gravity open you up through the twist. Silently affirm, I open to the flow of God's life within me. But don't speak about God. Speak to God. Mentally affirm, I open to the flow of your life within me. I open to you. I'm just trying to open more and more. Show me how. Help me open. One last breath. And the exhalation, roll back out, turn your head back to center, and shift your hips back to center, straighten the left leg out, and just pause for a few breaths here between sides. Letting the body relax completely, opening up. Let's do the other side. Bend the right knee and slide the foot in. Shift your hips over to the right. Okay, right foot to left thigh, left hand to right knee, right arm out to the side. Inhale. Exhaling. Roll in the left hip over to the side. You can turn your gaze to look over the right shoulder. But your attention is really inside. I open to the flow of your life within me. Show me how to do it more, how to connect more. I open to the flow of your life within me. Let's inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rolling back to center. Shift the hips back into alignment. Straighten the right leg out to the floor. Let the body soften. Close the eyes and let the body be very soft. Keep that conversation going. We're going to do a little more challenging asana in a moment. And just have that connection very much in the forefront of your mind and asking, God, how should I do this? We're going to give you two options. You can either do the full locust pose or the half peacock pose, either one. And if you don't do these regularly, which most people do not, ask God, show me. How do I do this? What can I find in the way of a deeper connection with you through doing this asana? So let's come back to an upright position. The Melody is going to do the full locust pose. I will do the half peacock pose. If you know full peacock pose, of course, feel free to do it. And either one of these, come out of the pose whenever you need to. Don't feel that you need to hold it for a long time. So if you'd like to do the full locust pose, bring the palms to the floor beneath your fronts of your hips, forehead to the floor, and as you inhale, lift the legs up high as you can. And again, just come out when you need to. If you want to do the half peacock, come onto the hands, fingers facing toes, elbows into the midsection of the body. The breath flowing. If you want to do three-quartered peacock, lift one leg. Again, if you know full peacock, please feel free to do that. But this is plenty for most people, and come out when you need to. Let's keep the breath flowing. Keep the conversation going. And let's all release now. Back down. You can come into child pose. Let the back of the body relax and get stretched out a bit. Breathe into any lingering tensions in the back of the body, whether it's along the spine or down the buttocks or the backs of the legs. Just let the body soften. Keep that conversation going. Constant connection. Let's come back to an upright sitting position now. We'll do one more active asana. Wonderful asana for bringing a lot of energy to the brain and experiencing even more palpably that divine presence within you. I'll do headstand, and Melody is going to do downward facing dog. If you've never done headstand before, please watch our online instructional video. Don't make this your first time, because we're not giving enough instruction for that. But if you're doing downward facing dog, then come on to hands and knees. And turn the toes under. As you're ready, press down and back and up through the arms, through the spine. If you're doing headstand, you can come with me, interlacing fingers, bring the back of the head into the pocket of the hands. Just as you're ready, gracefully rising. If you're in downward dog, keep lengthening up. Don't let your weight collapse on to either the hands or the feet. Lift up. Same with headstand. Lengthen up through the body. Mentally affirming, I am He. I am He, blissful spirit. I am He. Come out when you need to. Feel it's the ultimate divine partnership here. As you feel that presence so immediate. Now let's all come out gracefully, releasing down to the floor into child pose. And then slide forward along the floor, turn over onto your back into Shavasana, corpse pose. Stretch that body out here. Opening up. Feel like you're opening up more and more to God's presence, even through your postural. As you open the palms, open the inner arms, feel that you're also opening the heart, opening your mind to that friend who never judges, wants only what's best for you. Imagine a friend who only sees you as you truly are, as the ever-perfect soul, and treats you that way. Even though you may make mistakes now and then, even though we may forget God regularly and for long periods, that divine friend is always there, always supportive, always loving. Now slowly bring your awareness back to the breath, back to the body. Bring the knees up, wrap your arms around them. Squeeze them in, roll left and right across the spine a few times. Over onto one side. And let's gently press up into a sitting position for a little meditation practice. Let's begin our meditation with just a few rounds of Nadi Shodhanam. Once this time, as we hold the breath, we're going to bring the chin down to the chest in Jalandhara Bandha. And when the breath needs to flow again, you lift the chin and exhale. Let's bring the right hand into Vishnu Mudra, first two fingers down to the palm. We'll just do a few rounds of this. So have your concentration fully engaged, eyes closed, turn to the point between the eyebrows, close the right nostril and inhale through the left. Close both, chin to chest. Lift the chin, open the right nostril, exhale. Inhale right. Hold, chin to chest. Lift the chin, exhale left. Just two more rounds, 4 breaths on your own. Hold the breath as long as it wants to be held after the inhalation. Don't limit yourself to a certain count. Just allow the breath to be still. In that stillness, just feel the presence of your divine partner. God is the very essence of stillness. As Paramahansa Yogananda used to say, where motion ceases, God begins. So after the next time that you exhale through your left nostril, then release from the technique, bring the hand down to your lap. And you can begin to practice a little bit of Hong Sa meditation, which we focused on earlier class. If you don't know the technique, go to our website. I'll just lead you into a little bit of it, watching the breath here, not controlling the breath. Just observing the breath as it flows in and out through the nose. Silently accompanying the inhalation with the sound Hong. Accompanying exhalation with the sound Sa. All just mentally thinking the sounds, not controlling breath. But when the breath does flow in, gently curl the right forefinger toward the palm. When it flows out of its own accord, relax the right forefinger out. Just ask God to show you how to practice Hong Sa, how to take you closer and closer to Him or her, however you perceive God. This fearless divine partnership, even in meditation, guiding you, supporting you, loving you. Now let go of the technique, but don't let go of God's presence. Just feel that the practice has taken you to a deeper connection that's beyond words. It's just in the feeling of the heart. It's a connection that's always there. It's just a question of whether we are aware of it, whether we turn our attention toward it. Now let's slowly open the eyes once again. what we can do as human beings is inevitably inconsistent, undependable, certainly less powerful than if we're allied with God, if we really draw God into whatever it is we're doing. We do it not only better, but much more importantly, we do it with greater level of joy and a greater level of connection with our divine friend. Joy to you.